line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Boy, shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they got to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 more yards there, and another first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked. Continue to go in that direction.
On first down, gone. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a third and long. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He finds his man, complete. That's Cunningham. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he's got room. And he will have a first down as they're in the field goal range now at the 30. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. It's gone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First down, Saints.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Throwing on third. Gone. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. A nice little juke. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. A give for Edwards, running right. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 23. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and a long run there in the end to top it off. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 6, and the Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Throwing again is Goff. Finding more on the out route for the completion. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go with Kamara. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Goff on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Goff. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off play action. Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they're going to speed things up here. They run once more with Edwards. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Shifts by him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, burning his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. One last throw here for Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.